up with me. Listen here. Ooh, wee. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. My ends is breaking off, and I gotta do something different because my hair, even though Toya told me it was gonna happen, it's happening, and I don't like it. She said I'm shedding negative energy, and that's funny because I don't talk to a lot of people that I talked to when I first started this, but ain't nobody trying to lose this much hair at a time. That's nuts. Yeah, we weren't partying. We was just up in the middle of the night because I could not sleep. So I got up and I was braiding my hair and we was talking. Hey, Queen, I need you to make some cards and send me some because it was somebody I was trying to get and I couldn't remember. Don't be mad at me. Send me some cards or something, girl, so I can hand them out when I'll be seeing people be hurting and stuff. Thank you, Neek Neek. What y'all doing over there? Let's get some class popping. We ain't read nothing in days. Don't y'all want to do some class? Who miss having class? Anybody? Anybody miss having class? I'm gonna get this together one day. Please send me some. Good job. Me too. We ain't had class. I want to say this to y'all early in the morning. Protect your energy. I mean, some dressing and cranberry sauce. Ooh, that sound good. I didn't even get no to-go plates or nothing. I should have did that. I did it. Thank you so much, Bashay. You remember you articulated on the loss. What's going on with it? Somebody said that we don't carry his feeling. We gonna lose. Yeah, protect your energy early in the morning. There's a few people I can't, so they can't be my first call of the day, and I just had a thing with that. I needed to remember that. Good morning, Shayla. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. There's some people I can't talk to first thing in the morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somebody said, what y'all say? They said I look like Patrice Rushen and somebody else. And I said, well, why not Rick James? I can't pass for Rick James, man. It's Rick James. Like why I can't be Rick James? I just gotta be. You know what I'm saying? I would have took Rick James. I would have took Rick James. You hear me? I would have took Rick James. Good morning, Mari. I would have took Rick James. Miss Foster. I would have took. You could have said Rick James. I'm okay with that. I ain't even tripping. I promise I ain't. Yes. Oh, Colleen, listen. And it was that exact thing. It was a parent. And I'm like, I said, hey, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So that means it's 6 o'clock where you at. I'm in the tub. I'm trying to relax before I go have this class. I can't right now. Fire and desire here. What you didn't say? And two, listen here. I've been trying to stay consistent with God. This is harder than I thought of. Well, listen, don't make it a task. Thank you. Don't make your relationship. See, that's what church do. Church makes your relationship with God a task. It's in a relationship. It's not forced. You just get up and you gotta learn. Don't be. I gotta. Nah, Dad. What you want me to do today? Talk to him like you talk to your friends, cause that's how I talk to him. What about J Pith, Angela? You can hear me coming. It's crazy because I bought some beads and then I seen my grandbaby here and she got the same. Her mama had put the same color beads. I'm gonna show y'all these beads, y'all. The same color beads that I bought for myself. When I seen my grandbaby, her mama had just put them in her hair. I said, "Oh yeah, next time I see her, we gonna have matching beads." I'm gonna do, and I already know y'all gonna steal these colors, so I don't even know why I'm showing y'all. I don't really care. These is my next ones. I'm about to bang these. Ooh wee. Hey, thank you. These is my next ones right here. This blue, pink, and clear is about to be bussing. I'm so ready. Yeah, I'm just about to buy me a whole bunch of beads. But they gotta be these plastic ones because the other ones is too heavy. My hair ain't gonna hold all that. It ain't. I probably put too many on here now. I probably have to take 2 of them out. Hey, Kayla. Hey. So, what was I getting ready to say? Thank you. What was I about to say? What was we talking about right before that? We were talking about energy. And anyway, I don't know. Good morning, nephew. I want to say this to y'all. You said what? What you say, Queen? Get some purple ones. Look at you. Not trying to. Now look, y'all ain't gonna keep telling me what to do. I'm gonna get some later. I'm about to do pink and pink. Girl, purple used to be my favorite color for a long time. A long time. I'm into these earth tones now because I'm getting old, so I need to be one with the. Maybe it'll save some of this youth if I, show the earth. I'm gonna get some green. You have 30 coins playing now. How do y'all be multitasking? I can't have all that in my ear. I could not have me talking. What about the Book of Japheth? What you want to know? I don't know why I don't know. I don't know. You were talking about relationship with God doesn't have to be a task. Yes, that's what I want to talk about. And protecting our energy. So with that, not fine. Girl, you gonna quit pouting. I know you kicks and screaming. You gonna get your way. You spoiled. You're not spoiled. You spoiled. Hell, you is a spoiled brat. Yeah, her and Isabel. They spoiled as hell. You are spoiled. Fine. I know you be slamming doors. Looky. Yeah, she spoiled. She ain't spoiled. She spoiled. Then she said, yup. I already know. I can tell. You're fine. So anyway, your relationship with God is not a task. It is. It's so funny. Oh yeah. I was talking to my daughter about you, as a matter of fact. I said, that's crazy how much y'all act like each other. It's weird. And they never met and they are the same person. Listen, that's the twins for. Listen, you hear me? How do you get more books? What do you mean more books? You mean where do you go to get more books? You can go to the Goodwill. You can go everywhere. That's where we go. We go to all the places. Uh, Cause we only send out one set. We send out the school books and everything else is everything else is on you after that. I want to say something too, and because y'all know we are a new organization, and so I have no problem with redirecting things and restructuring things. And so we're going to be the exact same as the organizations that you go to. We have to limit the amount of times that you can get help, y'all, because we are not a every single month help person. Just like if you go to the CAP office, you can get help once a year. We have to do that as well. They have millions of dollars. We don't. Okay? We cannot help you every other month. We cannot do that because then there's people that can't get help. We are not your only source of help, but we can help. Do you understand? Because it's getting out of hand. Okay? I get it, but what would you do if we wasn't around? You hear me? We don't have money like that to do that. So you'll need to use the resources around you. Y'all getting me? Because you can only go to the CAP office one time. You can only go to Catholic Charities one time in a year. You cannot go to those every single month and get help with your utilities and your bills and stuff, y'all. Y'all can't do that. I know because I used to have to go do it. You get once a year for rental assistance. You get once a year for utility assistance. It's not no every other month. We don't have that. No, I'm telling y'all, we not doing that. No, no. We are a legitimate 501c, and we gonna conduct ourselves as such. I get it, but some people are very irresponsible and they don't make good decisions. And you cannot. There are a lot of people, and I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of people that do what they want to do with their money, but they never do what they need to do with their money. And I don't fool with those kind of folks. I will teach you financial literacy if you need it, honey, because one thing we not gonna do is turn up and do what we want to do and buy what we want to buy and live a good life and expect other people to take care of your needs. One of the things my mother taught me, and it's a very valuable lesson, when you only take care of your wants, somebody else, you always begging for your needs. So when you only do what you want to do, you always gonna be begging for your needs. That's not how it works. God says, if you're responsible with the little that I give you, then I will give you much. But if you're not responsible with your little, it ain't nobody else's job to do that. You sit yourself down and you do a budget. You don't gotta have everything right now. Stop living beyond your means. I don't even live beyond my means, and I have the access to do so. And even with all everything that I still take, because I live in my means, because this could all go away. So me going to live an extravagant life don't make no sense when tomorrow y'all could all hate me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have not changed my life at all for that reason, because tomorrow this ain't promised to nobody. We teach a lot of financial literacy here. We gonna teach you life lessons because we don't do hustlers. And what I mean by that is we don't do people that try to hustle other people and try to get over and try to get stuff for free. We don't do that. We givers over here. And if you a taker, you're not gonna be comfortable over here. And be careful. Because just because I don't got a collar on, don't mean that there ain't some things behind me and standing on the side of me. I promise you. So one of the things you don't want to do is try to get over on the profit. It could cause you a long time of hell. I promise you. Or other things. And that's biblical. Do you hear me? If you don't understand, read the story of Ananias and Sapphira. Because God has put me here to be a help. And when you try to abuse people that are trying to help, you wreak havoc on your own life. And that's a real thing. We will help, but you can't hustle us. You can't hustle the Holy Spirit. You cannot hustle the Holy Spirit. I promise you, you can't. It ain't even me. F me. I don't have nothing to do with this. You cannot lie to the Holy Ghost. And that's a scary thing to be trying to do. Nephew, people pay their tithes here because they know we actually do help. Like, we helped thousands of people last year in more than one way. We helped thousands of people, and we this big. And I tell y'all, for the newbies, let me tell y'all something. Most of the charities you give to, they give away 10%. So if they got 300,000, they're only giving away $30,000 in funds or help. We do the exact opposite. We give away the 90 and keep the 10% to run our company. That's why I ain't went out and got no big old office. That's why I haven't done that, so that we have more to give back to the community. These United Way and all of them people, they give 10%. If they get $30 million, they only giving away 3. If we got $30 million, we only keeping the 3 and we giving the rest, that 297 million away. That's how our company works. This is why I was still walking And I have to say this because the new people don't know. I was still walking up until 4 months ago and catching Ubers. Could have been and bought a car the first month. I went viral. I didn't. I used that money to help people, and I've been using that money to help people. So what I don't want people to do is think that you can come over here and hustle, because there's people that literally send in all they have, which is $2.25. I'm not about to let you hustle them. That's all they got. And you think I'm about to let you take their $2.25? No, and ain't. There is literally people that is on a budget, but they will send in $1.27. Well, 50 of those get a set of books. 50 of those can get somebody to work for a week. I think like that. I don't live beyond my means. I count every penny, every dollar. I don't waste money. So you will not get to come over here and go turn up and get your nails done and get your hair done and think we gonna be paying your rent and stuff. Oh hell no, we not. We not. And if you can't afford it, that could be a sign that God is telling you to downsize and quit trying to live beyond your means and get something you can afford. Now I know things happen, but people be living beyond their means on a hope and a prayer, hoping that certain things happen. Absolutely not. You need to be responsible. You need to be financially responsible. And that means sitting down and doing a budget. Budget in your fund. Budget in your hair. Budget that stuff in. And if you don't end up with nothing at the end of the month, then you need to redo your budget. And I'm not telling y'all, this is how my kids was able. I left, and like I said, my youngest daughter was just turned 18 when I left, or about to turn 18 when I left. She was 17. Her and her sister, 4 months after I left, basically 2 or 3 months after she turned 18, she was still in high school working 50 hours a week, and they was paying their bills. 17 and 18, 18 and 19 years old, they handling it. Without no mama, no daddy, they did it on their own. And she was still in high school. It kills me to see 30, 40, 50-year-old people that just keep, like, you want to live your life, get your nails done, get your hair done, go turn up, go to the club, buy clothes, and do all this, but you don't never have your needs taken care of. And then want to get mad when don't nobody want to help you, but you live the kind of life you want to live. That ain't nobody else's responsibility. You be responsible, right, Tone? You be responsible with the little, and God says, I'll give you much. He said, but if you aren't responsible with the little, he said, even that I'm going to take away and you won't have enough. Do y'all understand? I know the folks been here a while, but look, and we going to help. We going to help you. But no, I don't do users at all, because I'm not a user, and I'm not going to take more than I need. You're welcome. I'm not going to take more than I need. And a lot of people are greedy and covetous, and they just want what they want, and they gonna do what they want to do, and they gonna live how they want to live. We will help you, but if you like to turn up and do what you want to do, and you don't want to pay for your needs, but you want somebody else to pay for the things you need because you pay for the things you want, we cannot help. And I love y'all, but I'm starting to see patterns, and I'm not good. I'm a pattern person. I pay attention to patterns. I'm telling y'all. Don't try to hustle us. If you pay for your wants more than your needs, we can't help you. If you turning up and getting what you want is more important than you taking care of your needs, we can't help you. You have got to make adult decisions, and then yes, we can help. And we can't be your first source all week. We can't. We're going to what I told y'all about the one assistance and then this. We're not doing every other 3 months. We're not doing that. Because then you don't have to be responsible. You don't have to change your situation because I can come over here and get this. No, you're going to be responsible in this community. Because then if you do that, if we was in each other's face, you will be a person that don't feel like you got to do nothing but be trying to take the biggest portion. Oh, hell no, I don't play that. You ain't got to do no work. You ain't got to do this, but you always want the biggest portion. Everybody's supposed to be giving you and doing. No, we're not doing that. We don't do that over here. I'm trying to tell you, we don't. And I don't care who fusses, because I'm the head of the organization, and this is a meeting. If I don't get to overspend and waste money, you don't either. Hell, because it's a lot of things CERCA could have did for herself in this last 2 years, believe me, and I didn't. Because helping other people is more important. So we don't do users. We don't do people that lie about money. We don't do that. Like, if you're not responsible, then you need to do your budget and you need to do what you're supposed to do. Especially if you're grown. And I understand that people fall into hard times, because I have, and I've had to ask for help. But I didn't make that a habit of continually doing that. I had to start restructuring my life so that I paid my bills, and if I needed something extra, then that's what I was asking for, not my whole everything. But I didn't turned up and did what I wanted to do. Like, we're not doing that. Hold on, let me go get my rodeo. Get your book too for me, please. I'm gonna make some coffee too. And yes, Auntie get the fuss at y'all, because if Dad taught me, I'm gonna teach y'all. And everybody didn't get financial literacy growing up. You see what I'm saying? Everybody parents didn't make them be responsible. They bailed them out or whatever else it is. But that makes it hard when you're gonna be a partner. Y'all get that, young people? My nieces and nephews? Your partner is not your parent. They don't gotta do that, and you need to be responsible and understand how relationship works. Everybody don't gotta buy you something and take care of you and spoil you. And you shouldn't even be thinking about that, because ain't nothing spoiled good. Spoiled milk, spoiled cheese, spoiled meat, none of that's good. So why do you want to be spoiled? I don't know anybody that like anything spoiled. And it don't put a good taste in your mouth normally. Spoiled kids, spoiled nothing. Why would you want to be spoiled? That means you ain't no good. Don't spoil yourself. Take care of your needs and let God spoil you. And He will. But if you thank you, if you continually put your wants in front of your needs, my mama told me this, you always gonna be begging for your needs. Always. Take care of your needs with what God give you, and He'll send all the extra. You won't even probably have to buy it. And that's something I know for sure. I'm telling you. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all need book 2. Get your highlighters and stuff. We really about to have class. Okay? But I had to get that out the way first, y'all, because God is not about to let y'all hustle us. I promise you he ain't. And even though I don't say nothing, I be knowing stuff and he be telling me stuff. And sometimes he'll tell me to go ahead and help, but he'll let me know that's the last time. And now I know why. No. Because if you can get it for free, a lot of people just don't keep on getting it for free and then they don't never learn the lesson. You won't get to do that over here. Okay? You're going to learn to be responsible with your money so that God can bless you with the extras. That's the lesson we're teaching over here. Off top. Mm-mm. And I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not going to say that. I'm not sorry. and I'm not really. That would be a lie. I'm not sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Whew. It's chilly, but I don't want to turn the heat up because my throat has been dry. You heard me? So, I got to figure this out. Ooh. I know this is only a weak hairstyle. Because this clanking in my ears is not going to work all day. I definitely feel like one of my grandbabies now. Okay. Yeah, it's 20 something, I think. Dang it. All right. There we go. Let me ask you a few questions before we get started here. Who feels like you're a leader? Anybody here feel like you're a leader? Y'all gonna need pen and paper or your tablet because this is gonna be an involved lesson. Do you guys have your pen and paper and your study stuff ready? We're about to have a real class. My glasses is in the wrong place and it's hurting my eyes. Okay. Y'all need paper and pencil or your iPad, whatever you write on. You're gonna need some writing. You need your highlighter. And you know, get your study stuff together if you can. If you're sitting in a space where you can, let's do that, please. I'm gonna give everybody a minute. Well, if you come in and just sit a while, you'll know. Just come in and listen, and then you'll answer your own question. You said I'm going to catch the rewatch. I love you, Tay. Ugh. Okay, let's get this together because it's giving me a headache. Already. Ooh. I got to get, if it ain't right on that right space. Okay, well, this is a question I wanted you to write down on your paper. Because these questions is for you. They are for you. Good morning, baby. You too, Pumpkin. I shared your thing, too, about the art sale. I don't know if you saw that, but I reposted it for you. So I think that'd be a great idea. I want to see it. Thank you, Justice. Thank you, Punky. I see y'all done hung out. They went and ate some food and didn't send me a biscuit or a barbecue sauce or nothing. I'm a coordinator, but not a leader. I'm comfortable being responsible for others. Makes more sense. Come on, bro. I feel you. You never get to see my post. Well, they got me SB'd. I've been SB'd since last year, so sorry. I don't really know what to do about it. Okay, so you ask yourself, am I a leader? And then if you are, the second question is, what are you leading people to? I haven't went and checked my box, y'all. I'm going to go sometime next week. I don't really, it's cold outside, and my lupus, I don't be moving around in the cold that much. I didn't miss anything. The food was nasty. Okay, yeah, well, thank you. Y'all could have sent me a garlic bread. The garlic bread wasn't nasty. Could have sent me a garlic bread. The garlic bread was not nasty. If they food nasty, the bread always gonna be good. That's all they be getting is the bread right. It'll be buttered right and toasted just right. But that barbecue probably, yeah, been here, done that. Just send me a garlic bread. They didn't have garlic bread, but we were at Famous Days. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Right, okay. So, no, God has called it to be leaders. There are people that are leaders. Moses was a leader. Different people were leaders. God called people to be leaders. Right, just send me the bread. One bread. Just one bread and one rib. Come on, y'all. Okay, so if you are a leader, what are you leading people to? Are you leading people to drama and chaos? Because you start out your morning with drama and chaos. Are you leading people to peace? Whether it be peace of mind, peace in their house. Are you a person that is going to stir up drama? Are you leading people to chaos? So the question you need to ask yourself is, if you are a leader, excuse me, what are you leading people to? Okay? Because everybody want to be a leader. Everybody want to be in charge of everybody. But you know what I noticed? And y'all can, agree to disagree. Most of the people that try to control people are not in control of themselves. Y'all getting me? Most of the people that have to control everybody, they can't even control their own emotions, their own mouth, they don't have no self-control, but they always trying to control other people. But you don't have no filter, you don't have no nothing. You have to control them because you can't control you. But it's a stronger thing, and I think that you are stronger when you can control yourself. Don't try to control me. Get you under wraps first, because how you controlling me and you can't even control you? You can't manage me. You can't manage you, so how you gonna manage me? You hear me? Control yourself and everybody else will be all right. Self-growth, that's right. Hey, Eric, you hear me? A lot of people that want to control everybody around them, they're not in control of their own self. Self-discipline comes first. Come on now. And then my fourth or third question, I don't remember which number. is what do you add to people's lives? That's my other question. I need you. What do I add? And you have to be realistic when you ask this question. You hold on, Ice Stone. You want to know what? You can't answer that question. You're not the person to answer it because you have to go to other people and ask them, what do I add to your life? No, no. You can't even answer that. The people that you add to their life would have to be the people that see how y'all be just so quick to answer the question. Well, do it again. Because things should change. So then you should be adding more. This is a new question. Because people think they add to people's lives, and sometimes they don't add nothing but irritating issues and headaches. You could think you're helping, but you might be the problem. No. See, I don't want y'all to answer. I want y'all to go, okay, this falls along the lines of people say, I'm a good parent, but their kids don't think so. Or there are people that think they're a good spouse, but their spouse don't think so. They tell themselves, I know I'm a good, but they spouse don't think so. You hear me? These are not questions you can, some of these you can't answer. Some of these questions are for the people around you, and then you'll know what you really add to people. Why are you laughing at me, Melissa? Because you know it's true. Well, we asking new questions. We asking new questions. We asking new questions. You should not still be adding the same things you was adding last year. You should have some new stuff to add. So this is why I'm telling y'all. These ain't questions I want you to answer. I want you to go and ask the people around you, what do I add to your life? What do you feel like I add? What you mean? I'm just saying, like, what do you get from me? Is it drama? Is it chaos? Do I add peace to your life? What exactly do I add to you? Why is I'm getting tomatoes already, Lyric? I ain't even did nothing. Oh, is I'm okay, never mind. Okay, pumpkin, I'll take them. You said until you was stepping all on my toes. Stop it. Well, then this part of the assignment ain't for you if you already asked and you already know. That's self-explanatory. If it don't apply, it don't apply. But for the people that don't know this, then this is where we at. You answered your own question. If it don't apply, it don't apply. Yeah. I didn't really see myself as a leader, but people listen to me and do what I say often. Exactly. Because there's a lot of leaders that they are not in leader positions, but they're really the leader. And there's people that are not leaders that are in leadership positions and they just know. But if you ask a lot of other people that are under them, they don't think they're a good leader. I'm trying to tell you. Just because you got a position or you've been put in a position doesn't mean that you should be there. And there'll be a lot of people that don't have that title that be a better manager or whatever than you. I'm trying to tell you from experience. This place is a shambles. Let me work on a magic in here. You hear me? Right. But these are questions. As you evolve, and you need to know if you the disaster in other people's lives. Right. Good morning, Auntie. I didn't have my phone. I was up doing laundry and mixing honey butter cornbread. Ooh, Auntie. I just wish we was neighbors because you'll be sick of me. I'll be like the little kid that always wants some water at your door. I smell some food over here, Auntie. What you doing? I brought you a little something. What you cooking? I'll be looking through the windows and everything. Like I thought I smelled food. You got something on the stove? Is that grits and stuff? I'm coming over for breakfast. I bring what you need. I'll be at her door every day. I'm trying to tell you. She'll be sick of me like, Circle, come back over at 12. I'm knocking on the door. Auntie. Auntie, I know you in there. I can smell the food, Auntie. And I see the thing. The thing is going, Auntie. I can smell the chicken frying. I'm over. I brought the plates and the juice. And some napkins and a fork and all my seasonings to put wherever I need them at, sauces and stuff. I don't need that. I just need the other stuff. She'd be sick of me. Here go my $4 for my plate. Question for those who already received their assignments for this assignment. No, because this you might find a deeper understanding of what you're supposed to do. Ask deeper questions. Sometimes it's not extra. Sometimes it's right there, but you just got to go deeper into that same question. So if I added this to your life last year, what do you feel like I added to your life this year? It's not, I mean, because you change, right? Do we ask for good or bad? Well, yeah. If you only want to hear the good, then you don't want to grow. And we'll unsee. And I'll be over there all the time at your house. Because you can smell the food coming out of there. I already know how your house be. And I'll be right there talking about, I think I need some toilet paper with a roll of toilet paper on my hand. I just want to come see what you're cooking. That's all. I brought a yogurt and some stuff over here and see what else you need. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay. So now that we've done that, I need you to get your book too. Is y'all ready? You got your book too? Page 385, please. The Lives of the Prophets. $285, book 2. I mean, $385, book 2. Lives of the Prophets. Please. I don't know where to find it on the online, Trishonda. I have no idea. But if you download the PDF, it's the exact. It should be the same page. Well, I know it's not the same page, but it'll be. Who got the PDF? What happened to the people that used to give the PDF numbers? Or like they say in Gary, the PDF numbers. Can I have your number? She come and get a case of toilet paper every 6 months. And that's my cousin. That is my cousin. Tell my cousin, hey girl. Yeah, see, we family, auntie. I believe it. I have family in Chicago. So I'm saying we might really be like blood family. This has happened to me before. I moved across the street from a lady when I lived in Indiana, and I kept telling her, you remind me of two of my cousins put together, and come to find out our great grandfathers were brothers. She told me the same story I told her about my grandpa. She told me about her grandpa, and they were the two brothers that took the last name Reed. Ain't this crazy? But it was spelled different ways, and they had got in trouble, and they left the South and went to two different places and started families, and just they had the same last name, but it was spelled different, right? And she ended up being my cousin in real life. Our great grandfathers were brothers. Yeah, I used to live in Indianapolis. My grandkids live there right now, and my daughters. Yeah. So PDF is 435. Thank you. So if you online and you have the PDF, it's page 435. Y'all, if y'all ever want to know the pages, just scroll up. Y'all know that, right? And I'm not trying to be mean. If you ever want to know the pages, because I've already said it, somebody has already asked, just scroll up. It'll be in there. Yeah, I got 3 grandkids. I just had another one. And her, Edna, she is big, y'all, and I love her. Yeah. Yeah, she is big. She looked just like her mama, just brown. I got 3 grandkids. My grandson will be 2, and then my granddaughter will be 2 in June, and then I just had a grandbaby on the 25th of September. My second granddaughter, and they are full of energy. Thank you. I got named Granny Son, Emu, and Edna is my nicknames for them. And they mamas don't like it, but they all answer. They do not like, I'm Sue Gamma. Not Grandma, not Grandma, not Nana, not Ganna. Sue Gamma. It's Sue Gamma, baby. That's what I say, and then they just smile. It's Sue Gamma. It's Sue Gamma. Mm-hmm. I love them. They look just like their parents, too. It's pretty weird. Mm-hmm. It's Sue Gamma, baby. Yes, I love them. Hello. All right, let's bust this. The Lives of the Prophets. Oh, the name of the book is uh the Old Testament Supergrapha. I'm sorry. Here we go. My mom made me mad as soon as I had my baby. All I hear is gamma. That's right. Gamma, gamma, gamma. It's a gamma. Listen, it's a gamma. And they know me too. I love that. All right, let's bust this. Yep, time for class. You have your highlighters and your Google search fingers ready. Good morning, Isabel. Your twin was already in here throwing a fit this morning. Talking about fine. Y'all spoiled. Both of you. Spoiled rotten. Oh, you all right. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. For the leaders. And even if you're not. Listen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, I want to, she already been in here throwing fits, slamming doors and stuff. Get her. You said and was. So, with this, listen. When you are called to walk with God, you're fine. When you have called to walk with, when you're called to walk with God, you're going to suffer a lot of stuff. And see, the way that this world teaches God is, oh, everything's going to be perfect. He's going to take care of everything. You're not ever really going to, that's the fluffy God I'll be talking about. But when you really study the people that actually did something that Christ was proud of or God was proud of, oh, baby, they went through it. You heard me? They went through it. So, we got to read about the people that God used since everybody want to be a leader and all of this. Let's see. Let's see if that's really the case. Do y'all want to see? I don't know what a piece to my... Whatever. Let's see. Oh. All right. Here we go. It says the names of the prophets and where they are from and where they died and how and where they lie. Now, who remembers me telling y'all that the archaeologists they get these scrolls and stuff first, and they have them for 20 years before we get them? They go do all their archaeological digs, then they publish these books and acting like they don't know where this stuff is. Right. Okay. All right. So here we go. It says Isaiah from Jerusalem died under Manasseh by being sown into. Can y'all tell me how the Bible say Isaiah died? Do it say he was sown into? I can't remember if KJV says that or not. It's been a very long time since I read over there. How does the Bible tell us Isaiah died? By a wooden saw? So it does say he was sown into? Sawn into? Cut in half? Okay. Would you do it? Why would God allow the prophet Isaiah, who did so many things, to be cut in two for his death? Why would he allow that? He did all those great things for God. Why would God let him be sawn in two? Mm-hmm. The bigger picture. So, for faith, right? So when folks, that's why when we come here and I'll be like, we gonna be martyred, and they like, oh no, God's not gonna do that. What Bible do you be reading? See, King James cleaned it up for y'all and said they rested with their fathers. But if you could read outside of the King James, you will see them people. Could you imagine being thrown to the lions and ripped apart by a pack of lions, hyenas, snake pits? Being thrown in a massive fire? These are things that people went through because they believed. And you saved and sanctified and can't go through nobody talking about you. The Bible says at the end times the Christians is going to be martyred too. Are you ready? What do I tell y'all all the time? I already know I'm going to be up out the game for what I believe. It's a part of the plan. He said, those of you that follow me, you going to suffer. The same things that I suffered. Fluffy Christians. Exactly, just dusty. Because when you talk about suffering in church, people say, oh no, that's not going to happen for us. Oh no, God's going to take care. Well, what Bible are you reading? Because he said, my people is going to be martyred at the end times for me. Yeah. That's why I said y'all pastors don't be reading Revelations, and that's the problem. That's scary. Folks is about to be shocked. Believing in the rapture. Right. Book 2. Oh, I don't know. It's not on there. I don't know where to find it at. You're going to have to find the download of the PDF and download that to your phone or tablet or whatever. Just type in James Charlesworth PDF, and it should look like the inside of this book. Like this. It should look like that. When you see it, if it don't look like this, don't get it. But there's a PDF that you can download. You just go, what is it? PDF.org? What was it? It's one of them websites. They remember. I don't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to know all of it. Y'all, some of these questions can be answered if you just wait a minute. Let me say this. I got to say this because this is, y'all don't know, a lot of newbies. Okay. I don't like repeating myself. Let me tell y'all, I'm not fussing. I'm just telling you the rules over here. Let me put my dang thing on so y'all know I'm serious. Let me put my thing on, okay? Some of the Dean's pet peeves, okay? I hate repeating myself. So instead of coming in and asking what we talking about, wait 5 minutes and you will know. Okay? If you ever want to know what page and you see me with the book, all you got to do is scroll up. It's going to be in the comments. Because if you see me talking, I'm not supposed to stop talking about what I'm talking about to tell you. If you come in and you stay in for 5 minutes and you listen, you will know. Do you walk into church late or into a meeting and instantly while your boss is talking, do you say, okay, so what's this meeting about? Do you walk into church while pastor is preaching and say, excuse me, what's this sermon about? No, you sit and you wait and you get in line. This is the same thing here. I'm not going to stop while I'm talking to tell you what I'm talking about when all you got to do is listen and you'll know. Okay? And people will do that every day. And if you just take 3 minutes and chill out, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can answer that question for yourself. Or you can scroll up and see what else, because you know you're not the first person to ask that question. When you in college, it's the same way. Exactly. So, if I'm talking, 9 times out of 10, you about to find out what we're talking about. Just listen. Love y'all. The announcements is over. Goodness gracious. Some stuff is common sense, y'all. I love y'all, but not that much. To keep saying the same thing over when these are questions you can answer for yourself. This is not church. This is a school. We're teaching you to seek, learn, understand, all of that. It all comes together. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get this popping. Listen. You said CERCA always giving out a love and pop on the head, and do, because somebody got to do it. Thank you. Somebody got to do it, because some folks be too damn old. I'm just saying, you're too damn old. Now, come on, please judge yourself accordingly to the announcement. Yeah, and do a righteous judgment. Ain't that what they say in the church? Or let us judge a righteous judgment, okay? Amen. You can send, we gonna have a meeting for the ushers on Tuesday. The usher meeting on Tuesday, so govern yourself accordingly. Oh, Lord, let us travel to and fro, coming back on an appointed time. And is it any Pentecostals in here? Mm-hmm. Anybody know that prayer? Between me and thee. Some. I don't even remember it all. Mm-hmm. Let us make it back on that appointed time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. Oh, God. Come on. We're going to only have one A and B selection from the choir. And E. Ah! And then they drag it on. You be like, come on, my food is in the oven on 200. My roast is gonna burn. See that? I'm so happy I turned it down to 195 because I knew they was gonna take all day. Some told me, that's why I went on and turned it down. They didn't ask for 15. That 15 offerings, and that's the only reason we ain't here, because we ain't made it to 700. Because Pastor gotta take his house some money when he get out. Excuse me. I mean, you gotta go give charity to the poor. He off on Mondays because he want a trick. As soon as the pastor's wife go to sleep, I got to run over here. If somebody that need prayer, she about to be on her knees, but it ain't about to be for prayer. Pastor, we is not paying for your whole stuff. I know she need new bundles, but no. And y'all laughing because y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's the only reason y'all laughing. Thank you, Miss Crowley. Because you already know. Everybody know. He got to go see the girl on Tuesday, and then his Friday girl. And then Sunday, he's scouting out a new one. I got pastors in my family. What you mean? I know. I'm talking from experience. I know how it goes. All his hoes sitting on the front seat. What you mean? One of them a praise dance, and one of them leading testimony service, the other one doing announcements, and that one girl he got his eye on. Every time he hit with that, he point right at her like, you tonight, girl. You tonight. And you. And you. And you. You're gonna love me. Literally. Let me stop. People in here mad like, she played too much. It's the truth. Ain't that right, Sister Biscuit? Listen here. Yeah. Because y'all know it's, you said I already know. Woo-wee. Let me leave y'all pastors alone. But they come in here trying to, it's some pastors in here like, God dang it. She just called everything I did this week. And I gave out about 700 because I hit her with 150. She only needed $40. This one needed half a rent. It was 750, so I had to go and give her three. Yep, and I'm supposed to go see little mama tonight, and she only needed about 85. So yeah, that's about all my money. Mm-hmm. You said ain't my past. Listen here. Okay. One of them only need $40. Ooh, you said you own it. Listen here, because y'all know how it be. Listen, you did not go there. Stop the madness, because you know it's true. See, we talk about the real life stuff over here. We not gonna skip over that. We don't do that. We gonna talk about all the ugly. $40. Yeah, $40. All right, come on, y'all. Stop it. Ooh, you said TD Jason them finna send you a strongly worded email. It might be one already, and I just ain't paying no damn attention to it because I know I'll be on these pastors' heads. Into and gonna stay on their top. You hear me? And is get right or get left. I don't know what to tell you. That's how we found out the superintendent was gay. He didn't pay that money. Lord, I know what you. Was that in your church organization? The one from TikTok? Girl, is you in that organization? Look at me. Never mind. Second baruch. Get that out my ears. Get that out my ears. Never mind, because I sure was about to try to get this thing. Wait a minute, is you in that organization? Ooh, woo. Look, Lisa, let me get out their business. Let me not be worried about the church. See, now I'm over there. Like doing the how the church people. Not the Twan and you to hit. Both of y'all hit me with second baruch. Y'all said it at the exact same time. Thank you. Not the child. It's the triplets. They didn't got another one. They didn't got another one. I saw this place. They got a young girl with a child and they still a pastor. Yes. I ain't going nowhere. My ends is breaking. I gotta quit doing them ponytails where I'm about to have that little ponytail up here and all my other locks gonna be sticking out like this. The ones under the bottom. That's why I got this little Edna bob going on back here because they done broke off because I always got a ponytail. Look at this. These used to be the same length. I don't know what happened here. I told y'all about that dream I had where that nigga cut my hair. And now it's a reality, but my hair ain't cut. It just, listen, I got me a bob. You hear me? In the back. Listen. I told y'all about that nightmare and I woke up saying I was angry and it's a reality now, just 6 months later. This was not a thing at first. Okay, come on. We done got all the way off. Good morning. All right, 385. Let's buzz it. So it says, Isaiah from Jerusalem died under Manasseh. Who knows that Manasseh was one of the first antichrists? Listen, that part. Who knows that Messiah, Miss Messiah, Manasseh was the first, I didn't, look here. NASA, right. And NASA's about the stars, and if you know who Manasseh was, who's ever studied Manasseh? It's a very interesting story. You hear me? Very interesting. It's real good. He was one of the first antichrists. Manasseh was one of the first antichrists. good. Yeah, very good. Very good person to read about. Okay. So it says, and was buried underneath the oak of Rogel, near the place where the path crosses the aqueduct, whose water Hezekiah shut off by blocking its source. Now, you want to know what's crazy? Isaiah blocked off the water source, and in Arabian Nights, there's a story about that. The same way that it happened in the story of Isaiah, it happened in Arabian Nights too. There was a story where they were besieged, and whenever the Israelites would go to the water would turn on to this well or whatever. But whenever the enemy went to get water from there, since they had them surrounded, nothing would come out. Is there a story like that in Greek mythology as well? I don't know if there's one in Greek mythology too. D. Reed, do you just normally walk up and kiss strangers? I could have an STI in my mouth. You wouldn't know it. You might not want to do that. Is that how y'all doing stuff nowadays? Well, then I don't want to kiss you. Because chicks be having stuff under their lips and on the inside, right here. And you just walk up and you kiss people like you don't know. I wouldn't do that. That's not safe. No, I'm for real. I know people. You won't be able to kiss your mama after that. I don't even kiss. I was married to my husband for 5 years and I probably didn't kiss him 50 times. Kiss me on my forehead because I don't know where people put their mouth. I got to kiss my grandkids with this mouth. I can't be doing all that. Mm-mm. It's not appealing to me. Mm-mm. Folks got 18 boyfriends and 18 girlfriends. Ugh, it's like a sewer in there. No. Ugh. No, thank you. Like a toilet. You putting all your waste in there. And what Janae Aiko say? Eat like groceries? I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Y'all be too quick. No. Kiss me on my forehead. Okay, let's bust this. I'm sorry, y'all. I just be messing with folks, but that be a reality. Who knows that I be joking and playing, but I be serious too. Y'all hear me? Y'all know that, right? I be joking and I be playing, but I be serious. Because it is folks that do this kind of stuff. And I actually did. I told y'all the story about the CD man in Indianapolis that walked up to me and kissed me in my mouth, and I did not know this man in front of my kids, and I had never met him. I had bought CDs from him maybe 4 times. This man kissed me in my mouth. I don't play that. Leaned into my car. I'm trying, and this man just kissed me. I don't know you, and I don't know where your lips done been. In front of my kids, and I don't even know you. In real life, I could call my daughters right now. They'll tell y'all. 2012, that happened to me. Yes. So, listen. This is why I don't be out around people. I don't know what make you think you could. I don't even know your name, dude. You the CD man. He leaned in my car. It was, we was exchanging CDs, whatever, the money. This nigga leaned in to kiss me in my mouth. Yes. In front of my 2 daughters. They was like, ew. I said, what are you doing? Crazy self. Shoot. I'm serious. I don't even know you. I steer clear of him now every time I go home. If I see him, I go to the other gas station. If he's sitting outside in front of Family Dollar, I don't go over there either. I'm telling you. It's me dead in my mouth. I couldn't believe that shit. I had just moved back. I hadn't even been back 2 months. Yeah, he's still selling CDs, probably. I don't know. He's selling some. No, he was not handsome. And I had my kids there. I can't go to jail. Slapping him or whatever. Then I just steer clear. Yeah, I didn't have people follow me to my house and everything. People was crazy. This is why I don't be around people like that. Because they be acting weird. Like they don't know how to have no self-control. Crazy. No, I didn't catch nothing. It was a peck, but I don't know you for you to be trying to press your lips to mine. I don't even kiss my husband. So, shoot. No, I just got away from him, y'all. Moving on. Back to the book. Yeah. So that's why certain stuff I don't take lightly. That's assault. That's like you walking up to me and grab, like, what? Yeah. All right, come on. So it's okay. So y'all, where is Rogel? Rogel. Where is it? The Oak of Rogel, or Rogel? I don't know how to say it. Rogel. Where is it? Where is the Oak of Rogel? If I was your wife, I better kiss you. Don't nobody tell me what to do. You gotta make me want to kiss you. And if you don't, if I can't trust your lips, I'm not touching them. So it need to be the truth coming out of them, or they won't ever see this. You'll get my forehead every time. And like I said, folks, I was trying to force you. Ain't forcing me into nothing. You get punched in your. Yeah, well, it sound like one. You ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna kiss you. You asked for that. Moving on. Punch you dead in your Adam's apple. I don't play and grab your neck. Listen, y'all don't understand. Rogel. You get punched in your throat and choked. I'll grab your neck quick and right here, because a man, me grabbing me around your neck ain't gonna do nothing. I'm going straight for this and I'm gonna hold it. You can't breathe if I grab your Adam's apple and all of that and squeeze. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You said what? My hands ain't gonna fit around your neck, but they'll grab that real quick. Listen, I had to fight for my life. I don't play that. Where's the oak of Rogel? Come on, y'all. I ain't been on here 10 hours because I didn't sleep well. Where's the oak of Rogel at? Jerusalem. Thank you, Keish. So we know that Isaiah, Auntie, when you was in Jerusalem, did you see Isaiah's grave? Between Judah and Benjamin. Okay. Auntie, did you see, because I know you visited some of the prophets' graves and stuff. Did you see Isaiah's? Did you leave us, Auntie? She might be doing something else. She doing laundry. No. I feel like this internet is running slow. All right. Isaiah's grave, right? North of Bethlehem. Okay. All right. It says, and God worked the miracle of Siloam for the prophet's sake. For being faint before he died, he prayed for water to drink, and immediately it was sent to him from it. Therefore, it is called Siloam, which means sent. So you hear that? You hear that? The prophet was getting ready to die. No, you didn't. Okay, Auntie. The prophet was getting ready to die. He prayed and was like, God, I just want some water. And immediately water showed up. Who remembers me telling y'all that people try to use me as a slot machine? Because the things that I speak and the things that I pray, God lets them come to pass. And they think that I don't know that I guess they think I don't know that happens. It is. Kitty Hines, just report them. You know I don't do no readings. Yeah, thank you. Siloam is the name of my home church in Mississippi. No way. Really? Yes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we see it. Look at that. You see it? Okay. So it says, and in the time of Hezekiah, before he made the cisterns and the pools, in response to the prayer of Isaiah, a little water came out. For the nation was besieged by foreigners, and this happened in order that the city might not perish for the lack of water. For the enemies were asking, from where are they drinking? And having the city under siege, they were encamped at Siloam. If then the Jews were coming, water would come out. But if foreigners approached, it would not. Tell me that's not crazy. Tell me that's not crazy. So they had Jerusalem besieged, right? The enemy. And they thought they was getting ready to do something to Israel, and they would go up to the water fountain, no water would come out. But if the Israelites went up there, the water came out. Some things ain't gonna work for you. You can't do what I do always. And it's people that try to do what you do. It's people that try to live your life, but they don't have the same connection that you have to God. Not saying that they don't have one. They just don't have the same connection you have. And so when they go and try to do the things that you do, it don't work. And they'll be mad at you. But everything don't work for everybody. This is why you being your original self is going to draw who it is that you're supposed to pour into to you. You keep going to this well and ain't nothing coming out of it because that's not the well that you're supposed to get your water from. You hear me? Remember when I told you I said I stopped going to my family when I needed help? I stopped going to my family when I needed assistance with my rent because they had it, but they wouldn't give it to me. Those was not the wells I was supposed to go to. And so that's why I kept feeling disappointed because I kept going to what God would send somebody. And because they wasn't my family and because I didn't know them like that, no. God said, I don't want you getting nothing from them. Because I don't want them to try to take credit for nothing I'm going to do in your life. She wouldn't have that if it wasn't for her. He wouldn't have that if it wasn't for her. God wants the glory out of the change that is going to come. Do you hear me? That's why they keep saying no. You keep applying for that job, it ain't what you think. You're not going to like it as much as you think. Quit letting yourself down. God has something better. So then you walking around irritated when he already got something better. Chris said, Michelle, honey. Love is going to make me feel better. And when God love on you, you feel better. You feel better. You don't feel defeated. You don't feel disappointed. You don't feel none of that. Now, at times you going to feel, thank you, Pumpkin. At times you going to feel that. But for the most part, when God is in your life, if you don't get your way and you really want to walk in the way God wants you to walk, you ain't going to be mad about it. It's not going to take your whole day out. Or if your intentions is right. See, a lot of times when y'all see people, their intentions don't be right. They mouth be saying one thing, but God know what they thinking. You hear me? God know what they really thinking. If I get this job, I'm about to stun on them. I'm about to do this. But you're saying, oh, out loud, you're saying, I'm going to bless people when I get my money. I'm going to do this. No, you're not. Because as soon as you get that money, you instantly start to think about what you want. And what you about to do with it. God know you're lying. So if he give you more money, you're going to spend more money on yourself. So what's the use of giving you more money? Or you're not going to manage the money he give you. You're going to blow that too. So there are going to be some people that get to do things that you don't get to do because you want to learn your lesson so you can be ready to go over there. The kid that clean their room get to go. The kid that keep their grades up get to go. You don't want to do what it takes to be able to go over there, so you don't get to go over there. Period. Do what you're told, and then you'll get those benefits or those, allowances or whatever. Like, you'll get it. It's a lot of people that's mad at me because I can pull out book after book after book after book after book, but they don't realize what I had to sacrifice to be able to do that. I couldn't work for 10 years, over 10 years. I had to sit and learn while everybody else was kicking it, buying this and doing that. I had to sacrifice to learn the things. And then you think you can come here and talk crazy. You can't. I mean, you can, but it don't mean nothing. And you mad because ain't nobody listening to you because you ain't put in the time in to study. You want to give microwave messages. The reason that I can go back to these books that I haven't read in a long time is I had to read them over and 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 over. I have the journal entries, I promise you. You have to want to put in the work to get the recognition. But a lot of people just want the recognition, but they don't want to go through nothing. They don't want to. They just want the recognition. That's what they want to be recognized. I don't care about that. You don't have to never acknowledge me. I don't care. Because I don't look for people to validate me. I look for God to validate me, and that's a hard place to get to. But once you get there, you won't care about what other people. So what? What if that ain't paying my bills or putting no food in my stomach or nothing? What you think about how I live don't change my life at all. And what you think about me don't change my life. Because once I hang this up, I probably won't ever talk to you. So y'all be letting people affect y'all life that don't add nothing to your life. They only take away. I don't got time. You got to add to my life to be able to. You can't go to no bank account that don't put no money in it and withdraw anything. You have to have money in there to take out. Do you understand? So we allow people to deposit bad checks in our emotional spiritual bank and then wonder why everything always bouncing, because it ain't nothing in there. It's a bad check. It's a fake check. It seemed like they add in, but they really just add in drama and craziness. No. But you want to extract everything out of me, but you're not going to stop going and doing. Yeah. Trishonda hit home, don't it? You're going to keep on going to the same situations. You're going to keep on doing the same stuff. And then you expect me to give you my energy when you're not changing. No. Ain't nothing in the damn bank. And you ain't adding nothing but bad checks. So everything keeps bouncing, so I don't get nothing. And I owe something extra. So now energy that I already didn't have, I got to try to pull from what I already didn't have to get my mind back right, because you want to keep doing dumb stuff. Get away from me. You don't get to take something you don't add, period. And that's why I'm divorced. Because I added to your life, you took away from mine. You didn't add nothing but heartache, trouble, pain. Why I'm going to stay right here? It ain't going to be nothing left. They're going to have to close this account, and that's what I did. I'm not going to have nothing left to give my grandkids, because you can take up my mental space, but you know I no good stuff there. You only add drama, chaos, confusion, arguing, always into it with somebody. I don't care. Don't struggle. Girl, I let them kids go, honey. You better ask my oldest daughter and my other daughter. I'm not about to be stressed out for no kid either. Hell no. They'll keep you straight, girl, going over there. And I blocks them the same way they block me. We all about to be on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, Mama been calling you while I was calling you too. And if you can't keep your attitude in check while you dealing with me, I'm not going to talk to you. You don't get to take my days. You didn't give them to me. If God ain't making my day horrible, you don't get to either. Y'all be letting people take control. Honey, I will hang up in somebody. My phone ain't even in here. I'll hang up in somebody's face quick. Or I'll be like, all right, I'm about to go. Because you're bringing my energy down with this negative, excuse my language, ass fertilizer that you're talking about at 7 o'clock in the damn morning. I love my mama, but I can't talk to her first thing because it's going to be negative. It's going to, and even if it don't start that way, by the end of the conversation, it's a whole, I said, oh, okay, I got to go. I can't do this right now. It's too early in the morning for this drama. Arguing, fussing, and angry at 6 o'clock? What the hell you got to be mad about at 6 o'clock in the morning? You said that's your wife? Oh, God, no. Listen. Hell no. I'm going to live in a house of peace. I'm not going to be, you need to find what's wrong. And if you're dealing with people that keep you irritated, you need to stop. Because you're not about to call and irritate me because they irritated you or you don't know how to do it. That's why I be here by myself. That's why I be in here by myself, because I'm not doing any of that. You don't get to take what you don't give. No. Mm-mm. Listen, just had to remove my brother for real. It be friends, you love them, but every time I talk to you, it's negative. Homeboys, man, it's always some BS with my baby mama. We quit doing dumb stuff, nigga. I don't want to keep hearing about you being irritated when you keep doing stuff to piss her off. Yeah, she gonna tear up your cars. Don't act like she crazy. You stupid because you ain't as good at the player game that you thought, or else your stuff wouldn't be getting torn up, nigga. Don't nobody want to keep hearing about that. Tell her the truth and she won't tear your up. But ain't nobody about to keep hearing that dumb stuff. Man, she done got me locked up again. We'll quit cheating on her and trying to piss her off. You want to make yourself seem more relevant than you is. Why is you worried about her? You need to be worried about your kids. I don't listen to none of that BS. I will get off the phone with you quick. I'm not about to keep doing this stuff. What did you do? Okay, moving on. Wherefore, to this day, she got me locked up again. We'll pay the child support and take care of little Pookie White. Quit trying to work under the table. You'll take care of your hoes, but not your kids. Get out of here. All my hoes taken care of, but your kids ain't. That's not a flex to me. You're raggedy. Move along. You talk to your hoes every night, but not your kids. And this goes for ladies too. This goes for ladies too. You all in your nigga face, but ain't asked they baby how they day was. You didn't have money to get them to their field trip and have money for their field trip, but you have money to send your dude to go re-up. What? They gotta wait, but your nigga don't. They hungry, you ain't getting up. Your dude hungry, you in the kitchen in drawers making gourmet meals, but your babies eat bologna sandwiches. Girl, I don't respect you. And don't care. Get your life. Oh, my man, my man, my man. What about your kids? Your kids, your kids, your kids. Oh, my man don't want me. He don't be wanting to be around my kids. But why is your man? Because is your kids going anywhere? They just about to go away when y'all get together? I didn't date a nigga that didn't. We cook, and the first time we cook, I'ma see what you gonna do. If you don't feed my kids and make sure they straight or making, we ain't never gonna be nothing. Cause if you think I'm about to feed, bro, move around. And you can't tell me about the old ladies, cause them niggas had 4 wives. Don't tell me about grandpa back in the day. Grandma feeding him, and that's why they stayed together, because the nigga had 3 wives. He was getting placed everywhere he went. I'm not feeding you before I feed my kids. Yo hungry grown tail can wait. You probably was eating at somebody's house earlier anyway. You'll wait. No. And that's probably why I was single, because I'm not putting you before my kids. Not one of those. You didn't live your damn life. My grandfather had 50-something kids. 52, 51, 50 something. Yes. 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 So, I know the deal. Anyway, all right. Here we go. Back to class. All right. It says, wherefore, to this day, it comes out in order that the mystery may be manifested. So they saying even to this day, If a regular person go up there and they not a true Israelite person or whatever, the water still won't come out. The water still won't come out. But if a true Israelite goes up there, guess what happens? The water comes out. I would love to see it too. You hear me? Pretty cool. It says, and since this happened through Isaiah, as a memorial of it, the nation also buried him nearby with care and in great honor, so that through his prayers, even after his death, they might enjoy the benefit of the water. For an oracle was also given to them concerning him. His tomb is near the tomb of kings, west of the tomb of the priests, in the southern part of the city. Now, y'all mean to tell me the archaeologists ain't went to find this already? It gives you exactly where it is. I told y'all the folks that be talking about they don't believe in this and that is the same people that use these biblical texts to go find this stuff. And these are your archaeologists talking about they found it. No, y'all didn't. Y'all read the Bible and went and found out exactly. Or these ancient texts. That's why they didn't want to release them, because then they can sell y'all archaeology when all they did was read the Bible or these ancient scrolls and go right to where it said it was. Okay. 386, book 2. And we got to use our manners. Can you please tell me where we at, y'all? Okay. For Solomon made the tombs in accordance with David's design east of Zion. Now, who remembers that they just tried to lie and say they just found Solomon's tomb? They found it a long time ago. I remember. They just keep refinding stuff like the ark. I remember they found the ark in like the 80s or the 90s. They had pictures of it and everything. Then all of a sudden they didn't find it again. Now they just refound it again. You remember that too, Greg? So it's funny how they, yes. Because my mama was talking about that when I was a kid, and now they just refound it again. Okay, right. Okay. So it says, which has an entrance from Gabon, 20 stadia distance from the city. Okay, I gotta go blow my nose. What is a stadia? How long is a stadia? STADIA. This is where we get our word stadium. How long is a stadia? How many miles, meters is a stadia? Wait a minute. Oh, thank you. Excuse me, Sammy. Piedmont Books in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, or no, British Columbia, has hundreds of free books sitting outside of it. What? British Columbia, y'all. North Carolina, Winston, North Carolina, or yeah, okay. I was gonna say British Columbia, North Carolina. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna go, but you said BC, so I was thinking British Columbia. An ancient Roman or Greek measurement of about 185 meters, 600 feet. I was like, maybe, I don't know. I said North Carolina, and then, okay. 600 feet. Okay. So, listen to this now. His tomb is near the tomb of kings, west of the tomb of the priest. So, tell me where the tomb of the priest is listed. And y'all know I always got a whole bunch of drinks. I got to go back to the bathroom, and I need to blow my nose. Where's the tomb of the priest? Where's the tomb of the kings? And then we can know exactly where he is buried, because it said it's 600 feet from right there. But they be trying to play us like they don't know. This is why I read these books, y'all. And then I say go look at those places, because you can see what they have right there right now. I need to put some water in my diffuser too. That's probably it. remember when I have this heat up high to keep all of these diffusers going because it be dry in here. Anybody else waking up with dry throat? Or your nasal passages are dry? Mine been super dry. Cause I got the heat on 80. All right. Sorry, y'all. What happened? Two kilometers north of Paphos. The tomb of the priest of Amun, also known as Bab el-Gasus, was uncovered in 1891. So they know exactly where this is. So it was discovered in 1891. You mean when they was discovering all the giant bones? Look at my grandma's arm coming in just fine. Look at that. I'm gonna have to give me a moo-moo. I'm gonna give me one. Give me a moo-moo. It's time. I got 3 grandbabies. Yeah, I'm about to find me one. They got them on Amazon. My grandma arms then came in, honey. But they still looking for something they can't find. Come on. But they found it in 1891. In the city of David and Amun in Egypt. Okay. Well, did the Egyptians rule in Israel? And were there kings of Israel that were not Jews? As there were found intact burials, 153 individuals. Really? So they found 153 of them. Okay. 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 All right. Well, come on. Here we go. So it says, and he made a secret construction with winding passages, as it is to this day unknown to most. Now, who remembers the movie that came out a couple of years ago about the paths under Jerusalem and the demons and stuff was down off in there? What is that movie called? Did y'all see it? I can't think of what it's like. And the dude found the door to hell under there. Y'all remember? Is it called As Above, So Below? It is called that because it was like switched upside down. Now, who do we think dug those trails under there? Who built the temple? Most of it. The catacombs, yes. Which is why they have them under the Catholic Church. The demons probably dug those. That's probably how those beautiful, right, the giants and the, yes, the spirits and the all of that. Hold on, y'all. We know that's why they still can't move. That's why they still can't move the blocks now. Right? So 9 times out of 10, because remember, even in the Testament of Solomon, it was saying that they was going down in the deepest depths of the ocean and bringing up the biggest diamonds. Now, where did they recreate that kind of in our world, but it was the opposite? Well, no, technically it was the same. It was a movie that came out about 1998 where there was a big diamond, and it was where when they found it? The Titanic. The Titanic. No. The Titanic. The Blue Diamond, the Hope Diamond. Do y'all remember that Solomon sent demons down to the bottom of the oceans to bring up big jewels? And in the bottom of rivers, there was massive jewels and stuff down under the water. The heart of the ocean. Now, what other movie had a stone as the heart of the ocean for y'all kids recently? Moana. And where was it? Was it in the water? Did it come out of the water? Mm. Mm. So are these and the giant laid down and became the mountain? Is y'all seeing it? The ocean gave it to her. Okay. I just be trying to see if y'all be seeing how they be mixing these storylines. And they be telling you what was going on. Because with Tafiti, right? We know that Solomon sent demigods and demons to the bottom of the ocean to get certain, and the giants were the ones that were building, and so were the thank you so much, Jolanda. So were the demons. Now, don't we see people now moving stuff with sound? Sound and energy are almost like the same thing, right? Because a shock wave from a sound can blow you down, right? The frequencies, right? What are spirits? Aren't spirits energy and frequency? Right. Right. That's why they make the lights static. They can mess with the radio. They can mess with the water. They can do all of that. Right. Do you see? Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's keep going then. All right. So it says, there the king kept the gold from Ethiopia and the spices. Who brought him the gold and the spices? And who remembers how much they brought? We did the math. Who was it? What gold and what spices is he talking about? The Queen of Sheba, his baby mama, Menelek's mama. As to why we know how King Solomon looked, he looked just like Nipsey Hussle. Halassi, whatever his name is, those are the line of Judah. That's why they use the lion. Listen, it's Nipsey got some royal bloodline, and he knew it. Thank you. Yeah. Who has the oldest cannon? He sure was fine. He didn't have all them hoes. King Selassie, thank you. Right. Don't he look like Nipsey Hussle? Don't King Selassie look like Nipsey Hussle? Yeah. Menelik is Solomon's son. The reason the Queen of Sheba kept running her butt back and forth to Jerusalem was because this her baby daddy. The gold, remember, because she brought Solomon all that gold, but he turned around and gave her, what, 3 or 4 times? It's because she was pregnant when she left. So he gave her the means to take care of his son Menelik. This is why the Ethiopians have the oldest canon, is because the wisest man in the world started the Menelik dynasty in Ethiopia. Solomon. That's who started the Ethiopian dynasty, Menelik, which is Solomon's son by the Queen of Sheba. She said, I want all of you, not just your knowledge. I need something to take back, honey, because I need a reason to come back over here. Let me leave something with you. He said, nah, little mama, I'm going to leave something with you. You'll be back. Don't worry about it. I made sure I got her knocked up. And see it. See, look here. Look. And the queen used to go to Solomon and return continually, and hearken unto his wisdom, and kept it in her heart. And Solomon used to go and visit her. And all the questions which she put to him, and the queen used to visit him and ask questions, baby, they was getting it in, laid up, pillow talking. It's his descendant, I know. Y'all see it right here? Tried to tell y'all. He was like, yeah, bro, nah, I gotta go see my baby mama. She about to have a baby. I get to go. I get to take these gifts so she be tripping. Listen here. She brought him all them spices, and they said Jerusalem had never seen spices like that before. So there's a lot of spices that are in the dishes that are cooked right there in that area. Those spices came, and it said ain't nobody ever took spices into the amount of spices that she brought. It said it ain't nobody that then brought that many spices over there. You hear me? But look it. Who understands now why to study Solomon if I know the Queen of Sheba came to visit him and she was always over, and the Bible put that in there and they left a lot of information about that? Why would I not go study the Ethiopians and understand? Because she's going to have a record of when she went and visited him in the Ethiopian literature as well. So then I get both sides. She has somebody writing down what she learned, and he has somebody writing down, but we only going to read out the Bible, then you only even really kind of getting one side of the story. And is that whole? So how do you even study that story completely, and you didn't go see what she wrote about her interactions with Solomon? Because the Bible tells you they interacted a lot. And from history, we know they had a son. Just like the war between Israel and Palestine, both sides are recording what happened. So in 200 years, to understand what happened, I would have to go read about the Israelis, and I would have to go read about the Palestinians to understand the war completely. But we only read the Bible from one source. If it says they got into it with the Japanese, then we need to go read what the Japanese said about the war to understand. No. This is the Queen of Sheba and Menelik. It's two sides. So when you only read the Bible, you cheating yourself out the rest of the story. You hear me? The Bible said they couldn't stay away from each other, and so does the Kebra gas. So then it's gonna be in the Ethiopic records that she made. She took a caravan there. It's gonna be in their records. You hear me? So how do you fact check and you only read in one book? Fact checking would be going to the Ethiopian literature and seeing if it say the same thing. That would be fact checking. And Christians be like, you don't even know the rest of the story because you ain't went nowhere else. God said they was fighting against the Akkadians. Did you go study Akkadian literature to see what they said? No. Persian literature? No. Egyptian literature? No. Even in school, you have to read from different sources. So when they say this is all there is, well, there was another party that was in that war, so that can't be right. Thank you so much. Listen, you heard me? So how do you have all the information? Like I said, who's new here? Anybody new, never really been in a class before, you new here? I want to ask y'all a question, and this is the question I've been asking a lot because it's so simple, but it makes a lot of sense. Anybody new, just raise your hand. I'm not picking on you. I want to ask you a question. Okay. Okay. In Genesis, right? If you go to Genesis 5 and it talks about the lineage of Adam, have you all ever paid attention that the daughters of Adam and Eve are not there? And it never says when Eve died? It never says when Eve died. So if we went by the King James, she's still alive because it never even mentions her death. It says that they had sons and daughters. Okay, and there are pastors that will lie across the pulpit right now and say, God brought some people from another place. That's not the truth. Adam and Eve had 63 children, minus Abel. They had 62 living. 31 sons, 31 daughters, whatever the mix-up was. And this is where the races of people came from. They married their sisters. And you can find that out in the book of the Jubilees, which is mentioned in your Bible. So you don't have to lie. You could actually tell the truth. The book of the Jubilees is called The Daughters of Adam and Eve, or Little Genesis. This is where you can find out how old they was when they had the babies, what cities they started, how life happened, and everything. I don't know for sure, but probably. No, there was not a civilization outside of the garden until they started. They got put out of the garden. They didn't start having kids until they got out of the garden. And then they started having kids. And their kids started having kids and started spreading out all over the earth. This is what, okay, listen. Science says the same thing. They said all humans can be traced back to one set of people from Africa. Is that not saying the same thing? Isn't that what science says? So science can say the same thing as the Bible, but when you, oh, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. But science say the exact same thing. So it's weird when you hear that they marry brothers and sisters in the Bible, but it's not weird when scientists say it, right? You hear me? Not all science say we came from apes. That's just Darwin's theory. It's other theories. And Darwin was a whole Satanist, so. But he didn't lie. Some people did come from the ape people. The 8 people from, but it wasn't from the beginning. It wasn't from the beginning. That was from the Tower of Babel, and you can read this in the book of Jasher, when God turned some of the men into ape men and some of the men into elephant men. And people say, I don't believe that. Well, go to India, because they show got a whole bunch of elephant people over there with an elephant head and human bodies. As a matter of fact, they're holy books. They have them in there. And the land of Shinar or Sinar is right where India will be right now. Ganesh, right, right. And then we have the people that are in the um Shriners. Shriner and Sinar could be the same. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Thank you, Dad. The Tower of Babel was a shrine to their fathers. It was in the land of Shinar. Now we have Shriners Circus, where all of the weird elephant men and all of these people be. That's funny. Because they deal with people with all kinds of genetic disorders. And that is where, oh my God. And the circus is always a big, tall, the big top. It's round, just like the Tower of Babel was, with the peak on top. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Who knows if they play with letters and words? Be the same word, but they spell it different, like Cush and Chus. Same person. Maccabees and Maccabees. Same story. You hear me? And the Shriner Circus got all the weird people. And what happened at the Tower of Babel? They got turned into ape men and elephant men. That's crazy. I be trying to tell y'all, it be right in our face, but because we don't go and we don't look at that stuff. We don't pay attention. It's not a big deal, but it be right in our face. A shrine, a shriner, right? Shinar, Shrinar. I bet you it got something to do with it. Yep, yep, yep. Light bulb moment for sure. Shriners Hospital, right? And it's all the genetic disorders. And where did the genetic disorders come from? And they're Masons, right? Aren't the Shriners like Mason? Isn't that like a Masonic order too? It's a lodge, right? Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, it's right in our face. Right in our face. It's right in our face. That's crazy. They trying to get them bloodlines back together. And they don't charge you nothing to go to that hospital. It's free, right? Ain't the Shriners Hospital free? Thank you so much. Three of your boys had surgery there? They trying to figure out who the muggles are and who are not muggles. They wanted to care for my niece when she got blew up. Wow. Wow. And I donate money there. My child went to surgery there twice. They only accepted donations to help others. My ex-husband was one of them. Yes, we have missing fingers and toes. And they contacted you? You actually have to become a Mason before you can be a Shriner. It's the upper tier. I love what we do here. I love how much information we share, and I love that everybody be knowing a lot of stuff. It makes me real excited. That circus always scared me. Yeah, okay. Mine has cardiac cath done and died on the table. Had to be defibrillated. Wow. Yeah. It's an oath to take care of women, orphans, and children. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, who learned something new today, just in this short amount of time? Your son had a lot of research done there. Okay. Everything was free where we stayed at. Okay. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but who read, he came and set the captives free? Anybody read He came to set the captives free? These beads heavy. I already know I'm about to take some of these down. They heavy. Y'all remember how it started? With Elaine? Yeah, remember? She had a cleft palate and a severe hair lip, and the lady told her, you don't have to worry about nothing. My friends is going to take care of everything. All her surgeries and any medical needs. Remember? And they was the witches and the warlocks. The induction, their ceremonies, the hierarchy of power. I'm still reading, but yes. And she was the nurse. Hold on. It says ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the mystic shrine was their original name. Like Shinar. So I wouldn't be surprised if it used to be the ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the mystic Sinar or Shinars, and not Shriners. Because that would have been in between where the Persians lived and the Indians lived. 16 years of blood ritual. Wow. Wow. My daughter had 2 neck surgeries at Shriners Hospital and neither one worked. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, do you see why reading this stuff is good? You can't do nothing for honest reason no more. Oh my gosh. Listen. That's crazy. That show 30 Coins mentioned about the Magi of Jesus. They don't be the Bible said kill every witch. But they be lying. I told y'all be going to synagogues of Satan. If you watching 30 Coins, now do you understand why I said y'all be going to synagogues of Satan and most of the people that's up in that pulpit don't even believe in God? It's a job for them. They worship the devil and they crosses be upside down. They got all of them damn statues in there when God says that's idol worship. They worship on the same day, Sunday, as the sun god Ra, as the Egyptians. Like they got all their hairdressers and everything. Them is the synagogues of Satan. And then, okay. Y'all looked at the viper thing. Why in the world would you, if the devil, If the Bible says that we was going to have enmity against Satan and Satan was going to have enmity against us, and the Bible called them vipers, and the Catholic Church has viper thing in the Vatican, Viper Hall. Y'all seen it? And it's a whole viper there. And the Bible called them vipers. And then they turn around and built a viper hall. And he said they not who they say they is. And you will know them because they snakes. And then they built a snake hall where they all go and worship. It's a viper. And if you look on their robes, they crosses is upside down. And they teach you idol worship. To worship the saints. That's idol work. That's idolatry. They got y'all praying to saints and not God. Praying to Saint Mary and praying to Saint Joseph and praying to this person. That's idolatry. HBO. Right, and you got to call them Father. That's idolatry. You said, yes, former Catholic here. God said you're not supposed to pray to stone or wood. And they have you bowing to statues. That is worshiping idols. No, it's not, Dallas. Or rocks, right. Come on. They created Christmas, right? And they the reason people go to church on Sunday, which is not the Sabbath. Trying to tell y'all. Y'all be going to synagogues of the devil. And the Bible said it was synagogues of Satan. Jesus was God in the flesh, but you ain't never seen no real statue of Jesus. They made up statues. You ain't even supposed to, God, you were not supposed to pray to a hewn image. It's on Saturday, Rome. There is no Star of David. Yeah, there's no Star of David. Yep. Because Jesus' hair looked like mine. It said the locks of his hair were like lamb's wool. If I don't twist my hair, it look just like lamb's wool. If you look back at the people that were living in that time, a lot of them had locks. Just go look at the ancient hieroglyphs of the ancient Persians. They had braids, they had beads, they had the little twisties. Hell, even Buddha had Bantu knots. The original Buddha had Bantu knots. Or little beater beads on his head because he ain't got no haircut. He was not the smooth head Asian dude you see now back in the day. Buddha looked like a little nappy head 11-year-old black boy. And then when he was about 15 or 16, he had Bantu knots in his hair. I don't see no Asians walking around with Bantu knots. Well, the new ones is because they getting the curly hair to make their hair curly. They putting a little Bantu knots in there to make their hair stand up like a fro. But prior to that, Asians was not wearing no Bantu knots. But if you go back to the original Buddhist, it looked like a little ball. I mean, a nappy-headed little black boy that just jumped out the pool. Or he got Bantu knots on his head. Only people I see walking around with Bantu, well, not now, but prior to this whole explosion of culture appropriation, black folks was the only folks walking Bantu knots. They claim that snails on Buddha's head. Now, why in the hell would he be walking around with snails on his head? Come on, girl, you know. But we know what a Bantu knot don't. I mean, let's just look. This is LaRue's book of mythology. So we just gonna look. Okay. So the people in Egypt had locks, even if they had an animal face. Them is locks. If I take my, yep. Ain't this how the Egyptian women, whenever they portray them, didn't they? Wait a minute. Let me do it right. Hold on. Let me see if I can find here. Let's see what I can hook up real fast. That ain't gonna work. Hold on. Come on. What is this? That ain't gonna work either. Give me a second. Don't rush. Oh, this the one. This will work right here. We'll use these two. Come on. Ooh. E. Okay. Okay. You just wait a minute. You just wait one darn moment. Just give me a second. You just give me one moment. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, of course, I can't, because my grand little babies might be watching or somebody, but yeah. Ain't this about how they was coming through looking? They had their look, you know, this was all gone, but they, and this was the deal right here, with the beads in their hair, and they'll come, and they'll have a, hold on, let me get my staff here. Come forward. You see I got my Egyptian skirt on? You just wait a minute. You just hold on here. You see me? I got my Egyptian skirt on now. I'm a rule. I'm ready. You hear me? I'm ready to go. I'm ready. You. No, this is what they was doing. They had beads in their hair. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot my other stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. Dang it. I took it in the room. I knew I should have left them in here. Hold on a second. I thought they was in here. Maybe I took them out. I did. Hold on. We forget one thing. Can't forget these. You just hold on a second. How you forget this? I don't know, CERCA. Oh, come on. You just wait a minute. Don't rush me, guys. Y'all know. Ooh. I don't know how I forgot this part. Why won't this go in this little thing here? We gotta make it stay. Hopefully it do. I can't forget this. Y'all see me. Y'all see me. Because I forgot I'm royalty, so I need to go on and get all that together. Wait a minute. Okay, now I could be the ruler. Hold on. Did I get it? Of course I got my gray on, but ain't this? No. Yes. This or this? Right? This is what we would have seen. This would have been an Egyptian princess, a Persian princess, an Indian princess, hate to say it, a Japanese princess. The originals. Now, of course, I got my gray shirt on, but y'all know what would be popping off if I had tied this up right. So we see Cleopatra, a white woman with braids and beads. On a regular, white women is not walking around. You're not going to see a normal Sarah. Now, Sarah grew up in a hood, or she date niggas, yeah. But other than that, Sarah's not walking around with this hair, honey. And she definitely ain't about to have the church lady braided bead bob wig with no beads on it. But it's a black lady in every church and somebody grandma. They got a sequins hat on and they got that braided bob wig and they got some gold balls on it right now. Still to this day. And when she shouts like this. That lady at the church. She always got her face turned up too, and she the lady that make the green beans and potatoes. Sorry if that's your grandma. Sorry, Miss Edna and Ethel. I'm sorry, but I gotta tell the truth. Listen here, you hear me? This probably been my mom on 1 or 2 days. I don't know. Come on. So, when we go back, you said you came with me. Girl, because you know everybody got a great grandma. Come on. Okay. Who know who T-Boz is? Thank you, Christopher. Anybody know who T-Boz is? T-Boz. Anybody? Anybody know who T-Boz is? You know who T-Boz is? TLC, T-Boz. Okay. Ain't that her hairdo right there? That's her bob with the 2 long pieces in the front. You see it? Can you see it? That is TLC's hairdo. That's T-Boz's hairdo. I dated her uncle. Come on. That's her hairdo right there. It's the 2 long things with the bob in the back, babe. I'm for real. How many hippos y'all know got locks? You see the locks? That's not hair strands. Those are locks. Them is B2Bs. That's exactly what happened. If a dude got locks at the bottom and they curly, they beat up like that. Or he got single braids. And this was the old Persian, Sargon the second. And isn't that funny that he's half animal? And we know that the rulers was half animal back then. Ain't niggas wrapping these on their head right now? See the split down the middle? They was rocking do-rags back then too. This look like every black dude right now that's growing his beard out. Ain't nothing changed. That's a do-rag. He got curly hair coming out from under there. His edges, his waist. Y'all see the split down the middle? Y'all know that's a do-rag. Wrapped around. You said, yes, my husband. Exactly. You could look over and see them and they got that beard. Ain't nothing changed. Okay, what does celestial mean? What does celestial mean? Stars. The heavenlies. Okay, so Gilgamesh fought with a celestial bull, which was sent against him by the goddess Ishtar. Impression from an emerald Akkadian cylinder in 2180 BC. Now, a celestial bull would be probably a minotaur, which is the child of an angel and a cow. Like in Percy Jackson. Wouldn't that be a celestial bull? A minotaur? Because a minotaur is a magical being. It's massive like a giant. So a celestial bull is a nice way of saying when the angels came down and made it with the cows and made they cow people. Show you another picture of a celestial bull. Asteron, like Ashtaroth. Asterion, like Ashtaroth. Asteroid from the heavens. And isn't that funny that they're still finding cows mutilated with the precision that the doctors and surgeons can't even do right now, and their reproductive organs is always gone? Thank you. As to why they can give us this, they can name every single part of this animal, this being. The nasal bone, the clavicle, they could tell us where every single part of them is. The muscular structure, the bones, everything. This is why they can tell us, because these beings still exist. This is why they can do this. So now when you look at Persian literature, you're going to see these people fighting in the wars. Because I don't know cows that stand up and walk on their legs. And there's plenty of cow people. But what they do is show you them like Vikings with horns on their heads. But they were actual beings. The resurrectionist. Right. They show us that the Baphomet, you said it, is this. A satyr. Ain't that what they show us the Baphomet is? A satyr, half man, half goat. Can I ask you a question again? What do y'all stars be doing in the Hollywood Hills? Don't they always got pig heads, goat heads, but they have a human body underneath there? But they'll have interactions with other people with a goat head on their head, with a dog head on their head, with a pig skull on their head. Ain't that how they be coming out of them druid-like robes? And when they take that off, they just have that mask on, but the bottom of them is human. And they do this in these wild parties in the Hollywood Hills. So they wear animal heads and have human-like bodies on the bottom, and you wonder who they worship? Because when they take that robe off, they're naked under there. And so then they look like these beings right here. They worship and they gods who were the children of the angels and the animals. Coming out of snake mouths and again, this is why the Israelites used to be so scared. These were the people that they were going. Frat parties usually have the people wearing animal masks. And a lot of times they be naked under there too. It's a part of your initiation to be embarrassed. So who are the gods of these sororities, do we think? Because remember now, Nimrod was a mighty hunter. He was hunting these people. And remember, I told y'all that at the Tower of Babel in the land of Shinar or Shriner, this is the kind of people that was over there. And now Shriner Circus deals with people that have all of these issues. I wonder why. Shriner's Hospital is all genetic. These are genetic disorders. Sickle syndrome, bird syndrome, genetic disorder. How can you tell me the embryo at 3, 7, and 3 days, 7 days, 3 weeks, and 5 weeks if you never seen this? You can tell me the reproductive organs of a harpy and you never seen it both male and female? And y'all never seen it? But you can describe the testes and the ovaries and everything? They're just races. The Anunnaki and the Nephilim are just races, different races of giants. And we, right now, in our genetic disorders, we have a, genetic disorder called bird syndrome. I wonder where that came from. We have Cyrenomylia, aka mermaid syndrome. Look it up. Cyrenomylia, aka mermaid syndrome, where the legs fuse together and they go out like fins. Genetic disorder. Hmm. And y'all can tell me all the bones and everything on this too. Everything. Zygomatic arch, where the humerus is, the femur, everything. And y'all never seen this. That's so funny, because we had to do this on a worm and a pig in high school. We had to dissect the worm, and we had to dissect the baby pig. And we had to do this list. Yes, the resurrectionists. Ain't this what we all had to do in science? With the pens? Y'all had to do frogs? Okay. List the muscular system, the respiratory system, all of that. How y'all doing this? You can tell me where the hyoid is, the larynx, all of this, really. Where the gills is and all of that, and y'all never, you can even tell me how the body and the tissues connect and how they go from side to side, where the spine is, what it looks like. Come on. Hold on. I work with children with disabilities and I see a lot of it sometimes. Did y'all hear that? So when I just showed you, I told y'all they be hiding this stuff. This is the stuff that they hide. This is y'all medical research. Okay. In every race of people, now y'all just saw that was ancient Greece. Here go another one in ancient Persia. What is it? The two-headed winged animal. With the head and body of a lion. Around Persia, where India was. And India has a lot of people that are born with conjoined twins and extra arms and legs. So the genetic disorders, and it tells us in the book of Jasher that at the land of Shinar, which is where the Tower of Babel was being built, that God turned some of the men into elephant men and ape men. And then we have people that are in that area that are born with this many limbs and extra body hanging from them. There's a woman over there that has horns. This is why it's important. If you go look at all of the ancient hieroglyphs and look at the humanoid beings that was like half animal, half whatever, and then go look at our genetic disorders, it will blow your mind. I already did the research. I'm like, oh my God. And it's so crazy because a lot of times that genetic disorder will originate where it said these people lived at. You'll see a high concentrated number of people in that race of people or in that region that have this genetic disorder. You hear me? Do the research for yourself. It's mind blowing. You see angel man syndrome for the elephants? I don't know. You'll have to do the research yourself, Miss Ashley. Ashley, that's what we seek and you shall find. That's why I said if you do the research, you'll find out. So you look up genetic disorders where the things are concentrated at, and then you go from there. Yep. But I'm about to go find me some food, y'all. We'll come back and do this later. Y'all know I didn't sleep well last night. I gotta go eat. I don't know if I ate something. I don't know what I did, but my stomach is kind of blah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You just Googled the question and found the failure? The failure? Okay. So do me a favor. Before I get back on here later, um, can y'all go find a genetic disorder that would be the mix of an animal and a human? Thank you so much, Davina. Can y'all do that? Let that be y'all homework for this evening. You have to go and find Reyes. That's what they call intersex right now, and those are children of Hermes and Aphrodite. That's what they call it, intersex now. But they were the children. That's how they became hermaphrodites. They were Hermes and Aphrodite's kids. That's what just like an Israelite, a hermaphrodite is Israel, Hermes and Aphrodite's children, but they call intersex now. That's what a hermaphrodite is, just like an Israelite or an Ishmaelite. A hermaphrodite is a child of Hermes and Aphrodite, and we call them intersex now. So even that is traced back. Yeah, Hermes and Aphrodite is a hermaphrodite. They were the line of Hermes and Aphrodite. We just changed the name to intersex now. They got both parts, but Hermes and Aphrodite's children were, that's where that came from. Yeah. It tells you in the name. Hermes, Aphrodite, hermaphrodite. Israelite, Ishmaelites. Like, it's the same thing. Yeah. All of our genetic disorders come from the 8th generation from Adam, when the angels came down and they slept with the women. They slept with the animals. They slept with the fish. They slept with the birds. And they slept with the reptiles. Because if you think about it, eczema makes your skin look like snake skin or alligator skin, like reptilish. I know because I have it and my daughters have it. And my granddaughter has it and my grandson. And you know, it either makes it look like elephant skin or like reptile skin, snake skin. So that makes sense. Think about it. Even when our skin gets dry, it almost looks like the scales on a snake. People that have eczema around their eyes. Have you done your research to tell me I'm reaching? Do you see all these damn books behind me and this ain't all I have? No, I do know. First of all, I study genetics, and I've taken more than a year in somebody's YouTube. But if you don't understand that when they slept with reptiles, weirdo. I'm reaching, but if I open up this book, it's going to show you ancient Egyptians that had a whole snake head, no mask, and a human body. In your ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Medusa did not have snake hair. She had a snake face and locks. Folks just be talking because they don't know. Sorry you don't know, but I've done my research, honey. And both of my parents work in the medical field. So I've been looking at genetic books and books about blood my whole life. Sickle syndrome. Can y'all go tell me what the people that have sickle syndrome look like? Look at this face. Look at this face. That's locks on his head. Look at this face, and then go look up sickle syndrome, SECKEL, and tell me what the people's their facial features look like. Because sickle syndrome is bird syndrome. Real quick, everybody go and look up sickle syndrome and tell me what the people that have that genetic disorder look like. And tell me they don't look like this right here. They face is shaped like this and everything. Grew from Minions has sickle syndrome. Now, who reaching? Do your research is what you should have said. I need to do more research instead of talking crazy to people you don't know. Have a seat. Just looked it up. Don't they face look like that? It's already down here somewhere. Oh, where are you? I don't know where it is. I'll find it later. It's up here somewhere. I just don't know. Just right where. Oh, there it is. Because their skin was really this black. Because it was in the 7th generation from Adam. The flood hadn't happened yet, so the 7 pieces of the earth had not been broken up because the 7 gates of the deep had not been opened up. The geysers that are in the earth, which broke our Pangea landmass into 7 pieces. But prior to that happening, this is why the earth had to be flooded, because there was real beings. So when you see your stars dressing up in an animal head and this body with all of this on, they are telling you which god they worship. Now, you can go look in Indian history, Persian history, all of them. They all got bird people, they all got elephant people, they all got snake people, and the like. And then you trace our genetic disorders back, and it proves exactly what Enoch said, and in Jasher, and in Genesis, that all flesh corrupted itself. And this is why even the animals had to be destroyed, because the angels were making these. And those genetic disorders are still showing up in our people today. And they call it mermaid syndrome, hypertrichosis, werewolf syndrome, where all the hair grows all over your body. Hypertrichosis is called werewolf syndrome. Cyclopia is cyclops. You only got one orbital, one eye socket. Okay. Well, why is they naming all of this after them if they don't have nothing to do with that then? Web fingers, syndactyly, and polydactyly. Webbed fingers. Webbed feet and toes. Well, what? That's amphibians and reptiles, right? And some birds have webbed feet as well. And it says that they went into the birds of the air, the animals of the field, the reptiles, and the fish. And we got mermaids and merpeople. Your fingers was webbed? Exactly. Yep, I know somebody that was born technically with like a lobster claw hand. They got the people over in Africa that have the bird feet. They got like claw feet. Is people in your family with webbing too? Exactly, because it all comes from the 7th and 8th generation from Adam in the days of Jared, when the angels came down and they started miscegenation, bestiality. This is when it started, and they created beings that the Israelites used to have to fight against. This is why they used to be scared, because they was fighting monsters, your mythology. And if Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter and he was fighting dragons and monsters, that means during Abraham's time they was here. And if you want to know that story, you'll get Josephus, which is the history of the Jews, and you tell me why Josephus, which is the history of the Jews, that was wrote like 20 years after Jesus, that they was talking about Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. See this? The history of Moses relates that there were many sons born to Abraham and Keturah, or Hagar. She got two names. Nay, he names three of them, Aphor, Surim, and Japhran. That from Surim the land of Assyria was denominated, and that from the other two, Aphor and Japhran, the country of Africa, took its name. Now this is the history of the Jews, the antiquities of the Jews, okay? Because these men were auxiliaries to who? Hercules. When he fought against Libya and Antaeus. Libya got its name from this man. And that Hercules married Aphor's daughter. And she begot him a son, Diodorus. This is the name of a pair of shoes. Diodorus. And we always talking about somebody so fine. That's so fine. People with the extra pinkies are the descendants of the children of the men of Gath. The men of Gath had 6 fingers and 6 toes, 12 in all on both. Dior, Diodora, right. All of these names, all of the names are names of y'all. I told y'all the most expensive things, the things that they're named after the fallen angels' children. By William Whiston. Nike, all of that. Yep. Sprite. Sprite is a spirit. Before they was called spirits, they was called sprites. They still call sprites in other countries, just not over here. We call them spirits, but over there, sprites. And it's on your drink. Yep. Nike was also Job's daughter, and Job's brother was Nereus, the fish god, the god of wisdom of the water. Nereus was Job from the Bible's brother, Jobab, who used to be his old name before God changed it to Job. And Nereus is the fathers of Nereid. Yeah, for real. I'm serious. Real life. Yeah. And after the three had stopped singing hymns, while the Lord was present, was I, Nereus, the brother of Job, and while the holy angel was also present, I sat near Job on the couch, and I heard the magnificent things while each one made explanation to the other, and I wrote out a complete book of the most of the contents of the hymns. Yeah, that's why he was a god of wisdom. Go look up Nereus, and he's half fish, half man, and he looks just like this guy. And Job was a king in like ancient Persia and ancient Egypt. I don't know. There are no certain scriptures. Just start reading. Like Dagon, right? And Nereus is the father of the Nereids. If you go look, the fish head that's on the Pope. Exactly. Exactly. You know. So if you go look up Nereus and then look up the Nereids in Greek mythology, and now y'all know So there's a book. If you're new here, you need to go buy this book. I'm about to show y'all something. This book was not written by black folks. It was written by ancient white scholars. No, I ain't gonna say that, but scholars, they weren't black. This book right here, please screenshot because I'm not gonna lift it back up. Go ahead and screenshot. You got 30 seconds, less than that. I'm about to show you something, and then I'm really gonna get off because I'm not gonna lift it back up. The easiest way to get my book list is to watch my videos on YouTube. I got 730 of these classes, over 730 of these classes on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22. I think we almost at 800 now. We like at 785 or something. But right here, y'all see what's right there? Now, this is biblical history. I want y'all to know that. Why would there be centaurs and mermaids? And if you look at this, it says they lived in Persia or Elam. Persia or Elam. Persia or Elam. That's where they came from. There's a bloodline of Persia or Elam. Now, if you've seen Percy Jackson, his teacher, the Elamites, right? His teacher was an Elamite. The man in the wheelchair, didn't he look like an ancient Persian soldier to you with all that he had on when they got over into the demigod camp? Right? Now I'm going to show you something else. For all of you, I don't believe in the Bible. Well, God going to make you read it one way or another. See right here where it says Nimrod, Chaldea, or Babylon? It says instead of the Chaldeic, right here, Greek names of the kings of who? Babylon and Assyria are herein given as they are most commonly found in use. So anytime you see Juno, Jupiter, Neptune, Vulcan, you are actually reading about the Chaldeans, the kings of Babylon and Assyria. This is just the Greek names for them. Just the Greek names for the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Now, if I go back and get that mythology book, you will see half animal, half human people. When you go to Greece and Europe, the reason that there are the Alexandria, Egypt, Alexandria Greeks is because they went over there and they named the cities after the cities in Egypt. George and George, exactly. George and Jorge, same name. Okay? The Greek letters, the Celtic letters, our English letters, the French letters, come from the Phoenician in 1472 BCE. A dude named Cadmus took the 15 Phoenician letters over to what would be Rome and Greece and all of that right now. Cadmus, look it up. So your Greek, matter of fact, I can show you something better than I can tell you. Let's look at the book. I'm going to show you. Well, first of all, here's Egyptian, Assyrian, and Greek, right? You see this? Shows you this. It's ciphers, the Europeans, Indian. It shows you all of that, right? But I got you. Just hold on one second. Let me show you something. Just give me one moment. And then I'm really about to go because my stomach is really sick. And I don't know what's going on here. There we go. First of all, let's look at this. This is pretty cool. Right? There goes. What's this? Right? Y'all see the different letters? And this is on a lot of the scrolls and stuff. Now look here. Phoenician. And it went from Phoenician to the Armenian, Sabian, or Sabians, to the Hellenistic. And then from Armenian came Hebrew, Syriac, Mongolian, Arabic, Pahlavi, however you say, Armenian, Georgian. And then from the Sabian, the Ethiopic, and the Indian, and so forth and so on. You see it? Korean, Burmese, Siamese, Javanese, Tibetan, boom. Hellenic, Greek, Latin, Russian, and Coptic. So when you are reading Greek mythology, Norse mythology, it's all about ancient Mesopotamia, y'all. And I can show you. There was 12 divine families in Greek mythology. That's the 12 sons of Jacob. And this is Norse mythology. The tales of the gods, the sagas, and the heroes, which Genesis 6 says they were the mighty men of renown, the heroes of that day. Okay? The giants, the Nephilim. Now, right here, in Norse mythology, they was in Erd. If you take that D off, that's in ancient Mesopotamia. And who lived there? The Nephal or the Nephilim. This is Genesis 6. In the giant world, because they was the mountain dwellers. Who were the giants? The Nephilim. The Bible says that. And where did they live? In Erd. They just added a D. But if you go to Genesis 6 right now, it's gonna say, and the Nephilim was on the earth. They spell it with a FL, we spell it with a PH. It's the only difference. And they all lived in Ur. Who lived in Ur, Nimrod, now? Ancient Mesopotamia. That's why the giants were called the mountain builders. What's the other one before what? This? An old book. You talking about the green one? This is an alphabet source book by Oscar Ogg. I have had this book this whole time. Didn't realize. Look, Oscar Ogg. Like Og, the Nephilim. Pretty cool. That's crazy. King Og, right? You know, we study about him a lot. I done had that book all the time and didn't pay attention to that. That's crazy. And he lived in ancient Mesopotamia, didn't he? So anyway, I'm about to go. Yes, OGG. Yeah. Yeah. The King James Version has been edited. Yeah, I'm about to go after this. But for the question about the Bible, here you go. Screenshot that. The Hebrew manuscripts was 500 to 1400 BC, and then your King James is way down here. The first one had 80, and now it only got 66. So when the Christians be talking about you ain't supposed to add and take away, they're reading literally the taken away version. It was all these Bibles and biblical books prior. The Septuagint came out in 200 BC, and they won't read this. And it has what? The Apocrypha. The same thing as Ugg. Yeah, they be changing O's and U's all the time. You see that got the Apocrypha? So this is thousands of years older than your Bible. And it has the Apocrypha. But the pastors now will tell you not to read it. Well, the first King James Bible had the Apocrypha in it. That's why it had 80 books and not 66. And in 1611, it was 80 books all the way up until 1782. But way before the Bible came around, we had the Septuagint, which was the Greek manuscripts, and the Hebrew manuscripts. So, and then even the Ethiopian has the oldest canon. You heard me? But I know that Greek mythology is based off of the ancient Mesopotamian kings, the Assyrians and the Babylonians. They didn't even get written literature until Cadmus took it over there in 1492, 1472 BCE from Phoenicia. So, I get it. So, I'm about to go eat, y'all. For those of you that are new, we have videos on YouTube, CERCA TROVA 22, under our live videos. So almost 800. So we study all of this all the time. I'm not about to do it right now because my stomach is hurting. And I've been on here for almost 200 minutes. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I am. I'm about to go find me some food. And I think I need to go to the I'm probably just going to wait till Monday or Tuesday to go to the P.O. box because there's probably a lot of people there because everybody's trying to ship out stuff for Christmas. And I don't even want to do it. Talk to y'all later. Love.